kind of nice.
Alright, so we're going to start from the top again. So you're going to look at the gyrus rectus, and that's the gyrus right next to your olfactory bulb and tract, and it's just really straight. That's why it's called the gyrus rectus. Then you're going to have the olfactory bulb right here, the olfactory tract, and then you're going to have the optic nerves. So I only have one right here, but there's two, so one on each side, because you have two eyes. And then you're going to have the optic chiasm, and it's this little X right here. Sometimes we'll point at it like this or like this, whatever's the easiest way to see it.
Right here, kind of in the middle.
And then you're going to have the optic tract after it, which is down here.
This is where you can use
Then you're going to come from that, we're going to look at the anterior perforated substance. So it's this right here, you can kind of see it's pockmarked, that surface. See how my stick kind of catches and slides across? So that's your anterior perforated substance. Then you're going to have the uncus, which is this bump right here.
This will be the superior frontal sulcus.
And then you're going to go to the parahippocampal gyrus, and that's this hill tracing right here. It actually goes by the hippocampal formation, and that's why it's called the parahippocampal gyrus. Then you're going to have the collateral sulcus, which is this sulcus right here. And then you're going to have the occipitotemporal gyrus right here. Then, after the occipitotemporal gyrus, we have the infundibular stalk, which isn't on here. So the infundibular stalk, or the infundibulum, is going to be this little stalk right there. So either way is accepted. You can do infundibular stalk or infundibulum. Thank you. Oh, the next one is the pituitary gland. It's right there. It's real big. It's easy to see. Now, mammillary body is going to be right here, and then the lingual gyrus is right here, and it has nothing to do with language, but it kind of looks like a tongue, so that's why it's called the lingual gyrus. Then you have the cerebral peduncles. So the cerebral peduncles have to do with the cerebrum, so they come down in the brainstem and they're right here. And then you've got the interpeduncular fossa, so there's like a little face right here in between the peduncles, so you've got two, so one's here, and so there's this little face right here, and that's going to be the interpeduncular fossa. Next, we have the middle cerebellar peduncle, and so it kind of joins onto the brainstem right here. A couple different views of it are, we can point to it on the cerebellum itself, and it's right here. That was the middle cerebellar peduncle. Or we can have this locked into the brain and point to it right here. Usually we'll point to it here because it's really easy to identify.
I just remember the orbitalis is at the front.
And then we have the basilar part of the pons right here.
Well, yeah, I guess this one's more like PA.
Then you're going to do the superior pontine sulcus, which is above the pons, and the inferior pontine sulcus, which is the valley below the pons. And then you're going to have the pyramids, which are down here in the brainstem. So the pyramids are where the lateral corticospinal tracts decussate. So just remember decussation of lateral corticospinal tracts. So decussation just is a fancy word that means crossing over from one side of the body to the other. And then you've got the olives, which is this pink structure right here, and the pre-olivary sulcus, that's the valley before it, and the post-olivary sulcus is the valley behind it. And then the cranial nerves, you've got olfactory 1, optic 2, oculomotor 3, trochlear 4, trigeminal 5, abducens 6, facial 7, vestibulocochlear 8, glossopharyngeal 9, vagus 10, accessory 11, and hypoglossal 12.